Hi, I'm Phil Perkins, and I'll be your instructor for uh, this ACC 2415 Introduction to Managerial Accounting. So I'd like to welcome you to the course, and I just want to provide a few introductory comments that will hopefully motivate you as to why this course is important for you. Now, I know that by virtue of the fact that the Principles of Accounting course is a prerequisite, that you've all had some exposure to financial accounting. And managerial accounting is a different animal, and it's in a lot of ways, for many of you, will be maybe more relevant, more practical than the financial side. Not all of you are going to go on to be CPAs, for example, but a lot of you will work in businesses where the uh, precepts and the concepts and the methods of managerial accounting, which has historically been called cost accounting, are going to come into play maybe a lot more for you, regardless of what position you might have in your business or if you have your own business. Because in managerial accounting, the focus is a lot more on internal information relating a lot to manufacturing activities, but also it also can be used and is used in service companies as well, and not-for-profits and so forth. The key being that it's internally generated information that is relevant to decision makers. For example, we're going to spend a lot of time on determining the cost of a product, and we'll also have some uh, time spent on determining profitability as far as the volume of a product that is ideal to produce in order to generate the most profit. And in order to do that, we need to have a good understanding of what kind of costs go into making the product, as well as being able to differentiate between those type of costs that relate directly to a product and other costs such as selling costs, administrative costs that do not. So it's going to be a challenge. This is a compressed course. We're going to be covering a lot of material in a pretty short time. So we really need to put our wings on and fly as best as we can. And so there's going to be a lot of challenge ahead in terms of the work, but I hope to make it as interesting and relevant as I can, and I'm going to need your help to do that through the use of active discussion boards, since we're going to be online. This type of interaction, uh, such as what I'm doing now, is about as close as we're going to get to personal time. But the discussion boards will hopefully somewhat take the place of a face-to-face classroom. So I would encourage you to interact with one another on those discussion boards. I will jump in from time to time to see how things are, and maybe chart a little bit different course than maybe if I see things are going off target a little bit. But I'll also provide a lot of encouragement for when I see some good ideas that are presented. So with that, the first part of the course is going to involve an introduction to what managerial accounting is, its main purposes, how it differentiates from financial accounting, and some introductory stuff about how managerial accounting works in terms of product costs, period costs, uh, cost of goods manufactured, and so on. But we'll really get into more of the details later on. So again, welcome, and I hope that this is going to be a good and challenging experience for everyone.